Welcome, mi gente. Que hola, que pasa? Bonjour, ni hao, ciao. What's poppin'? I'm Ash, and this is Raw and Real. I created this channel so I could get raw and real with you guys about mental health and anxiety, my journey, my struggle with it. I want to bring attention to natural ways to deal with it, meditation, mindfulness, a whole entire thing for you to be able to cope. If it works for you, use it, take it, all free of charge. Because for me, mental health is huge, and I would love to reach out and help as many people as I can. I want you guys to feel safe. I want you guys to feel like you're not alone because you're not. And I want you guys to know it's okay to feel the way you do and to be anxious. But I want you also to know that it's only okay if you're taking steps to get better. I will not let anybody sulk in it, and I will do everything I can to give you the information I've been given and help you guys. I have always felt alone, embarrassed, like I was crazy, weird, something was wrong with me because of this mental health stuff. And it took me a while to realize that I'm not. This is who I am, and I can use it, and in a way it's a gift because I can teach others about it. I can educate, I can offer solutions, I can offer advice, I can answer questions, I will do research for you guys. I just want to be raw and real. I am not an influencer. I am not anyone famous. I'm just a normal woman here to help you guys. And I wanted to create something to where we can relate. I wanted people to be able to relate with me. Because, with celebrities, they have the same issues. You feel it, but it's hard to relate to it because they have so much money, they can do whatever they need to get over it. They can go to the best doctors. They can get the best meditation. They can get the best of everything. Not everyone has that money. Not everyone has that access. Not everyone has that ability. So I'm here to help the best I can. We're going to dive in first with my story. I don't want to make these videos like 40 hours long, so I will do my best to keep it short and simple and sweet as can be. Okay, here we go. I have struggled with anxiety since I was little. The beginning of it was the hypochondria. I'm a hypochondriac, which kind of sucks because sometimes people think you're crying wolf, and what people don't know is that in that moment, it feels so real, and you feel like you're so right about what you're feeling. It all feels so real. It's so vivid in your head. You can feel it. You can imagine it. You think it's coming, but it's not. And some people don't get that. They think you're just making it up, but it's not really like that. My hypochondria started when I was little. Elementary school, watch TV, and commercial about meningitis would come on. Next thing you know, when I'm sick, I'm touching my neck and my forehead, and I'm like, oh my God, Mom, do I have this? And she's looking at me like, you're fine, bro, chill out. And then I heard a story about this guy who got a cut on his finger, a paper cut, and it got infected, turned into staph infection, and he passed away. Here I go again next time I get a cut. Oh my gosh, Mom, we have to disinfect it because I can't get staph. Literally, una loca, crazy, crazy, crazy. But it's okay, because I've learned to deal with it, I've learned to cope with it, but it's still a little obnoxious. The other half of it, my first time really dealing with an anxiety episode, not so much the hypochondria, was my freshman year of college. And anxiety, what is it? Well, the real definition is intensive, excessive, and persistent worry and fear about everyday situations. It's worrying about being in the past or the future. You're not in present moment. You're not right here, right now. Your brain, your mind is thinking, ruminating about somewhere else. And rumination is the worst because all you do is dig that hole deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Just, it's awful. I'm a victim of it. Not a victim, I do it. But, so my freshman year of college, I was at Arizona State, and I had no family there. I was by myself. I felt alone. And then my second semester, out of nowhere, the anxiety was just like, I'm here, let's roll. And I was like, no, I'm not ready, please stop. And it was like, full force, just crazy. And I remember vividly, it was horrible because I didn't think I was gonna make it. I would have tremors, which is your hand shaking. I would have a fast heart rate. My chest was hurting, my whole body hurt. I had all these body sensations that made me think there was something wrong with me. I love to eat food. I couldn't even eat. I lost 15 pounds. Big plates of food, maybe this big, because we're in college, so I'd go through the cafeteria or where we'd eat, and I'd fill my plate up, I couldn't even eat. It was so sad. And I was all alone, like I said. I had to come home. I got blood tests done, and it was crazy. They had to make sure that there was nothing else wrong with me, because I was so convinced I had some sort of ailment, some sort of illness, something else besides this anxiety was going on. And they told me that if I would have lost just 1 more pound, I would have been admitted into a hospital, had to have been fed through a tube, and I wouldn't have been able to finish out my freshman year. Basically, my freshman year would have meant nothing, counted for nothing. So right then and there, I had to make the choice, am I going to fight this or am I going to let it overcome me? I chose to fight it. I did have the help of medication, Lexapro. It is basically an antidepressant. It helps with anxiety. My experience on it wasn't great. Again, I have no problem with medication. Everyone needs to do what's best for them. But I do advise, if you can find other ways, I would try other ways. I'm on medication right now, so I was on Lexapro for about 6 months. My anxiety went away, but it made me feel dull, emotionless, lifeless, like a robot. I was just going through the days, going through the motions. I didn't like it. Eventually, I got off of it, and I kept my mind occupied with stuff, which, having a routine, a day-to-day routine is really helpful, because you don't have time to think about anything else except for what you're doing right then, right there, and that's it. Then a couple of years later, so from about 2016, I would say, 2015, 2014, 2015, 2016, that was I was getting used to stuff, transitioning from being out of state, coming home to in-state, finishing out school. And then the beginning of this year, my anxiety came back full force. Out of nowhere again, hit me like a truck. And I was like, here we go again. It was like a bad flashback. And I didn't want to take medicine again. I didn't want to go through any of this again, but I did. And this time it was worse. This time, of course, my hypochondria kicked in, but I was having panic attacks. I couldn't leave the house. I thought I was going to faint. I felt lightheaded. I wasn't sleeping in my own bed. I was sleeping downstairs on my couch close to my parents, because I would wake up in the middle of the night with full-blown, full-force panic attacks, to the point where I'd be so close to passing out because I had no oxygen to my brain. I was freaking out. And I missed out on birthday parties. I missed out on going out with my friends. I missed out on, some friendships. I didn't lose my friends, but it kind of did put a strain with some people, because they didn't really understand what I was going through, which it's not their fault, but it's just I couldn't be who I needed to be. I couldn't show up at that moment. And now I had Prozac for about 6 weeks, and it was good for the OCD and the panic and the hypochondria, but it didn't get the anxiety. I switched to Zoloft. I've been on Zoloft for about 4 days now. Feel fine. No big deal. I have also learned other ways to help myself, which has really helped me a lot. I'll get into that a little bit later. But, it's been hard. And especially with this coronavirus and being stuck in the house, you feel like you're trapped. You don't know if you're coming or going. You don't know what the next day has to offer. You literally have to take it day by day. And people who already have anxiety, their anxiety is through the roof, especially the hypochondriacs, because, you sneeze, oh my God, corona. You cough, oh my God, corona, my chest. But in reality, it's most likely not corona. So that's my little story with my anxiety. I don't have a family history of it. And you don't necessarily have to have a family history of it to be susceptible to it. It's just how you're born, your genetics, yourself, your own genes. They come from your parents. Don't know biology. If that's not right, comment, let me know. But my makeup, not my makeup, like my body makeup, is, I guess I was born with like a little more emotion, or something was a little off. So I'm very emotional, and I'm more susceptible because anxiety is a lot of emotion. And as well as panic, because the anxiety turns into emotion. You have the stress, which is your fight or flight. Your fight or flight response is that alert, oh my gosh, something's off. Like, that's like if a dog is chasing you, like, I need to book it, I need to go. That's fight or flight. You freak out and then you're gone. But that should not be active every day. So that's the part that I'm trying to control. I'm trying to do better about. Because, to be honest, infections, diseases, illnesses, cancers feed off of stress. They love that. And by, doing meditation, being mindful, working on your anxiety, listening to positive affirmations, positivity, filling yourself and your soul with good food, listen to good music, read a good book, you have to disconnect from the world. You have to step out of the world that we are in. It's a fast life. Social media, Instagram, Twitter all the time, Facebook, TikTok, it's a distraction, and you're not really working on what you need to work on. You're so in the world that you have to take a step back and really focus on yourself and love yourself, which is what I have done a lot of learning and what I have had to do. I recently have gotten into meditation. I used to think it was garbage, okay? Garbage. I didn't want to sit there and close my eyes and focus on breathing. A, because I'm too impatient, and B, because I'm pretty sure I have ADHD too and could not focus for more than like 30 seconds without being like, okay, who texted me? Not that anyone did, but I'd just be like, let me check my phone. Let me go eat something, So what I learned is that meditation is magic, okay? And I'm not talking about the, let me call on my ancestors. No. I'm talking about focusing on your breathing, which is, you close your eyes, you sit here, and you focus on your chest rising up and your stomach rising out as you breathe, and you calm your brain down, you calm yourself down because you're focused on your breath, and you are calmed down, you are mindful being in that moment. You are in the present moment, you are doing exactly what you're doing in that moment. So right now, I am making a video. Right now. I'm not thinking about the next 5 minutes. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to say in the next 5 minutes. I'm just thinking about this second right now. And that's a huge key for this. That is a huge, huge, huge key. So I want you guys to take that and try that and see if it helps you. That's one thing. Another thing is a routine. It's very hard because of quarantine, so find your passion. Mine is working out. I love to work out. I would love to own my own gym, have my own clothing line. That's something I really would really like. And that's what I'm working towards. I'm getting my personal training certification, and I'm going to build that. But that is my goal. So I have my focus set over here, as well as bringing my anxiety in, but working on it and coming up from it, not letting it bring me down. You don't want to let it rule you. I let it rule my life for months. Thankfully, I had friends who got me out of the house, who understood what I was going through, who worked with me, who catered to my needs, my family. I had a support system. But another thing I would suggest is finding somebody you trust. Find somebody you trust and talk to them. Let them know how you're feeling. It's not stupid. It's not lame. You're not weird. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to have these thoughts. It's okay. We are human beings. It is natural. No one is perfect. People might be able to deal with it better than others, but nobody is perfect. And this is something that I've had to learn, because I've always been like, nope, I have to be this certain way. I can't do this. I can't do that. That's not what it is. This is who I am. This is me. And that's what I want people to realize, is that it's okay to feel this way. And there's always somebody out there who will listen. There's even free services on the phone for therapy where you can talk to somebody. I have started therapy. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier or not. Best thing ever. I have learned so much. I have been able to unpack all my garbage and just everything. All my trauma. Because trauma is a huge part in this. I'm able to unpack that. But not many people have that opportunity. So I want to share and help you guys, figure out how to unpack your stuff. Therapy doesn't mean you're crazy. It doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It's basically like having a coach, like a mentor. They're helping you figure out your life, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be better. There's nothing wrong with wanting to let go of your old habits. But that's where we're going to end today. This was number 1 of my million videos. Just kidding, don't know how they're going to be because I'm only focused on el presente, which is right now. Yes, I speak Spanish. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, a great time. I hope that everyone is staying sane and safe and healthy, and that you guys are able to, decompress, de-stress. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not trying to get famous again. I would just like to be able to reach out to people and at least touch someone's heart and spread the message and be able to help them. Spread the message that it's okay to be anxious, and I spread the message of mindfulness and meditation, and that you can take this, or this, and you'll be safe, and people find solace in it. That's what I would like. So let me know. Leave some comments. Nice. It's not nice to judge. It's not nice to be rude. Be nice. Leave some comments. And let me know what you guys want to hear more about, or any questions, or anything else.